The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So, the dear student, I start my lecture today with the recitation of Robert Frost, an American poet. Because today's lecture is about poetry. Today I am going to conduct a new class of 11 and 12 English first paper, understanding poetry or how to read a English poem. Hi, this is Palash Chakraborty. Thank you very much for watching my video. So now we start. Okay, so poetry is something um, so touchy. So if you feel a poet, you can know about many things. Poetry can take you to the realm of happiness, a kingdom of happiness. Poetry is such kind of thing. So I hope you will enjoy my lecture today. In your textbook, there are 12 poetries, and you know there is a topic in your model question in number 11. You have to write a theme of a poetry. Today I will discuss how to read a poetry. So let's start today's lesson. Thank you. Okay. So question number 11, write a theme of a poem. So if you understand, if you know about the poet's life, you can better understand the theme of the poetry. So you have to learn, you have to read more poetry, because at first reading we do not know what is the plot, what is the background of the poetry. So if you think deeply, then you can know about the theme, you can know about the plot, you can know about the stanzas of a poetry. Suppose whenever you read ওইখানে তোর দাদির কবর ডালিম গাছের তলে 30 বছর ভিজিয়ে রেখেছি দুই নয়নের জলে. So firstly, this poem shows the pathetic story of an old age man. So whenever you just ready to go inside of the poet, you can know about the misery, you can know about the pathetic life of that old age man. So such as okay, so if we give another example, জল পড়ে পাতা নড়ে তার কথা মনে পড়ে. সো এই কবিতাটাতে দেখো জল পড়ে পাতা নড়ে, এই ক্ষেত্রে আমরা এভাবে উদাহরণ দিতে পারি যে বাইরে বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে, সে বৃষ্টির জল পড়ছে, পাতা নড়ছে এবং তার কথা মনে পড়ছে, তার সামওয়ান স্পেশাল কারো একজনের কথা মনে পড়ছে. আবার যদি এইভাবে মনে করি আমরা যে আমি কাঁদছি, দ্য পোয়েট ইজ ক্রাইং, আর তার কান্নার সাথে সাথে তার চোখের পাতা নড়ছে এবং সে সামওয়ান স্পেশাল কারোর কথা মনে করছে, যদি এইভাবে ভাবি সেভাবে ভাবতে পারি. সো ইটস ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট সামথিং টু নো অ্যাবাউট দ্য poet's personal life, the poet's the plot, the circumstances of the poem. So now I am going to give you something to understand English poem. So firstly, okay, this is for 11 and 12 subject English first paper. understanding poetry. So today's my lecture name is understanding poetry, or how to read a English poem. So here I just draw a table. There are two segments in this table. The first, general words. The next one, poetic words. Okay, so in general words, you in case of general words, it is subjective. In case of subjective, we use you. But in case of poetic word, poet use thou. thou, thou. That means to me. Okay. In case of you, objective. In general words, if it is used you in objective sense, poetic words, poet use thee. thou. If I say I love thee, so that case in general words, I love you, that will be. So thee, that means tomake. Okay, your. In case of your, it is possessive, possessive. So in case of your, that means possessive, poet use thy, that means tomar. Okay. So in your textbook there is a poem. There is a poem, Love and Friendship. So there the poet use thy. Thy tooth is not so keen. So he also used thou at the same poem. Thou art not so unkind. So whenever I just describe the poem individually, I will tell you everything clearly. Okay, so next, yourself. That means thyself. Thyself. You know about thyself. So thyself, a famous quotation here I can remember. Know thyself. It is told Aristotle. I know thyself. Know thyself. নিজেকে জানো. Aristotle have told it. It's a famous quotation. Okay, so here verb 1 plus s or es. So in case of general words, they are used verb 1 plus s by es. But in case of poetic word, they use th or eth instead of s or es. So here I can give you a fine example. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, a famous poet, in his poem The Ancient Mariner, he has told, he loved best who prayed best. Okay, I can write here. He loved best who prayed best. So here is the finest example of loved and prayed. So the poet, instead of telling loves and praise, he used loved and prayed. He loves best who prays best. That will go for he loved best who prayed best. Okay, so similarly it is, poet can use tease, tease. In case of because, poet can use for. So there is a poem in your book, Dreams, written by Langston Hughes. In his second line, he used "for if dreams die." For if dreams die. He used "for" instead of "because." It's a poetic word, because. Okay, similarly, does can be doth, has can be hath. Another important issue I want to tell you, grammar is strictly followed in general words, in general senses. Grammar is strictly followed. But in poetic words, grammar is hardly followed. So, such as, subject, verb, object. So, it is the structure of a sentence. Okay, so in case of poetry, poet can use subject, object, verb, or object, verb, subject, or subject, object. Then nothing. They can use different types of structure a poet can use for the beautification of his poetry. Here I will mention you an example of William Wordsworth, a poet of nature. In his poetry Daffodil, he told 10,000 saw I at a glance. Okay, so here the poet William Wordsworth told 10,000 saw I at a glance. So here the subject I, verb saw, 10,000 object, at a glance extension. So in general cases we can use I saw 10,000, that means daffodil flower. He indicate daffodil flower. So in general senses we can say I saw 10,000 daffodil flower at a glance. But to beautify the sentences, to beautify the structure of a sentences, the poet used 10,000 saw I at a glance. So this is all about poetry. Okay, so you must know poetry. In case of understanding a poetry, you have to know about the poet's personal life also. So in my next classes, I will discuss about the poetry very clearly, and I will give you the idea of writing the theme as well. In my next classes, I will tell you 12 poetry individually in my individual lecture. So I will tell you another important thing today. What is the position of this question? Write the theme of a poetry in your question paper. So student, in case the question is from set 1, question from set 1, in board question there are two sets, set 1, set 2. Different time, different set will be submitted for the exam. So in case of set 1 question, poem, 3 number question. So in case of set 1, poem, 3 number question, that will be summary. You have to write the summary of the poem in number 3 number question. Okay, an unseen or unknown story, a story with moral. So you have to write the theme of that unseen or unknown story in number 11 question, 11 number question. You have to write the theme, and theme will not be more than 50 words. Theme will not be more than 50 words. I again mention the very line. Okay, in case of set 2 question set 2, both question set 2, then where is the situation, where is the poem, or where is the summary and the theme? Right. Set 2, textual paragraph, 3 number question. In 3 number question, there will be a textual paragraph, and you have to write the summary of that textual paragraph. And a poem, it will be 11 number question, and you have to write the theme of that poem at 11 number question, and the poem will not be more than 50 words. So in both case, theme will not be more than 50 words. In general senses, set 2, most often the question is set from set 2. So we will follow this, not this. Okay, sometimes we will also follow this. So most often we will follow set 2. That means we will learn a textual paragraph, and summary writing from a textual paragraph. The student, where are we? In case of set 2 questions. So set 2 is very significant. So most often board follow set 2 question. So we will also follow this question. So here in 3 number question, there will be a textual passage, and you have to make a summary here. Then in number 11 question, there will be a poem, and the question will be like that: write a theme of the poem. It will be on 11 number question. So you have to write the theme of a poem. So the theme will not more than 50 words. So I can give you something. I can tell you something about the theme and the summary. So theme and summary. You have to write summary on 3 number question. You have to write a theme on 11 number question. So in case of theme, there is a word limit of 50 words. So if I give you an example, you can make it clarify. If you read a book of 500 page, you will read a book of 500 pages. So if I tell you to write about the summary of that book, you can write 5 pages. You can write 5 pages. What? Summary. If I tell you to write the theme of that book, you can write 5 lines. So in case of theme, you can write 5 lines. Theme. So now I hope you make it clear. If you write the theme will be more congested. The theme of a 500 pages book will be 5 lines only. In case of summary, it will be on 5 pages. So you will face to write the theme and the summary both in your exam. So in my next class, I will tell you clearly about how to write the theme of a poetry. Today's lecture, you can follow today's lecture to make you clear about how to read English poem. So in my next class, I will make individual lecture for individual poetry, so that the poetry will be more fascinated to you. Exactly, poetry is something more relaxation. So I just feel relaxed when I read poetry. There are lots of poets in your textbook, a huge poet. You will face, you will encounter with some um, dramatic poet in your textbook. Hope you will enjoy to read the poetry here. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. Please stay with me. Subscribe my channel. Okay, stay with me. Thank you. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Thank you.